Who's excited for fall? I am, and these are the best fall autumn fragrances. I've got 5 designer, 5 niche, something for everybody. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So fall fragrances, they're usually deeper, denser, they give us a bit of comfort in cold weather. These are them, basically loads of leather, vanilla, heavier notes. Let's start this list off with a designer fragrance. It's a Longsumi from Lalique. This fragrance, let me tell you, it has got an amazing sprayer. And this is scent itself, it's rich, it's velvety, it's got this sandalwood, coconutty vibe, while still having even a bit of an aquatic quality, especially in the opening. So this is your perfect, indulgent, sexy, mysterious fall fragrance with a fresh quality to it and an amazing price at discounters. Next up, let's jump to the niche, and we've got the lovely Reckless Leather from Amouage Opus collection. This fragrance, I have smelled the whole collection, and this is my favorite. I smelled it on my husband the other day, and let me tell you, he smelled amazing. This has got an awesome leather quality. It's also got that opening. There is a bit cucumbery. It's got smokiness in here. It's so mysterious and so masculine, in your face, powerful. The sillage and longevity on this is mega. It's really eternal. So with this one, you won't be disappointed. It's a masterpiece sort of a scent. This, I would run after a guy that would smell like this to ask him what he was wearing. This is just amazing. 10 out of 10 fragrance for fall. Next up, we've got another designer fragrance, Dior Sauvage Elixir. This is, I think, if you're buying into Sauvage line, get this one. This is the best out of the line for me. This fragrance has got it all. It's intense, eternal longevity, projection. It's got sweetness. It's got a bit of this nostalgic 90s vibe of a fragrance, but modernized. This fragrance is your blue fragrance, but a bit denser and richer, which makes it such a compliment getter, because it's got the Sauvage, the just likeable DNA, but it smells more expensive and more like you know what you're doing of a fragrance. And it smells a bit more like you have more of this fragrance knowledge. You just smell more expensive with this one of a Dior Sauvage, the Eau de Toilette, for example. Next up, we've got another amazing, just different fall fragrance. If you really want to make yourself different and notice, this new fragrance from BDK, it's Gris Chanel, but the extrait version. So don't get the Eau de Parfum, because that one is quite feminine. This one, I would say, for men is perfect. It's got oriental quality to it while still having that fig and sandalwood in here, but the orientalness of this, the spiciness of it, makes it dark and dense and very much more masculine. So if you never got on with the Eau de Parfum, I think try this one, because this fragrance, if you love maybe a bit sweeter fragrances as well on yourself, this is just amazing. Next up, this list couldn't be complete without Tom Ford's leather, Ombre leather, the Parfum version in particular. If you love leather, if you love just straight up dry masculine alpha male boss fragrances, this is the one for you. It smells divine. To me, this is a very sexy everyday autumn scent for men, and the Parfum version has a bit more going on in there, has got a bit more sweetness to it, so I do prefer it. I think it smells even more luxurious than the Eau de Parfum, so I would opt for this one, and you'll smell amazing every day. Next, we've got another niche fragrance. It is Penhaligons Mr Thumb, the Blazing Mr Thumb. This fragrance, it's just amazing. I just have to spend a moment here. I just forgot how much I love it. This fragrance, guys, is divine. This fragrance just screams confidence, screams like you just have it all. I mean, this is such a masculine yet very cozy, sort of a Netflix and chill fragrance. It just straight when I think of this is like a date cozy fragrance. It's got some sandalwood in here. It's got freshness to it. It's got a bit of dustiness to it, which makes this very English gentleman. And the bottle is so fun. I mean, if you haven't tried Penhaligons, this fragrance is very likable, but yet so unique. Try it. Next up, we've got Dior Homme Intense. This fragrance, it's Iris. It's something different from the designers out there. If you want a fragrance that really differentiates itself, but it's still on a designer budget, then I would say Intense is the perfect one for you. This is a bit more of a formal fragrance. I would imagine it on somebody who goes to the office every day, not somebody who works outside every day. This is kind of a bit more dressy of a suit fragrance, and it smells like $1,000,000. Like, this is just so good, but it's designer. But you would never know if you smelt it on somebody, because it's a masterpiece. Next up, niche fragrance again, and we've got another amazing performance fragrance. So if you want amazing performance in a niche fragrance, this is the one for you. It's the new to me Haltan from Parfums de Marly. This fragrance has got all the notes that you want in a sexy, powerful, super confidence boosting fragrance. This is that for you, but in a full version. So a bit more sweet, a bit more sticky to the skin, and enormous sillage. This fragrance, it's an oud fragrance with some fruity red fruit qualities, some cinnamon in here, some saffron. It's dry, woody, but then it's got some fun at the top. So it's masculine, but yet this guy knows how to have some fun, and it's not like a bore, you know. This fragrance is very fun. Next up, we've got Salvatore Ferragamo's Uomo Signature. This scent is an amazing, more of a cheapy designer fragrance that is perfect if you're on a budget, if you want something just right here and now, blind buy, and this is your perfect just go to autumn, fall. Bit of sweetness in here, a bit of tobacco, a bit of lavender, a bit of leather in here. This is a very nice and smooth, but yet dark and mysterious and cozy fragrance for men. This one, I would say don't buy it full price, because it's very often on sale and at the discounters. If my code still works for FragranceNet, then I've got like a special code, Monica, for 30% off the whole website. I've got it especially for you guys, so I'll link it down below so you can get it. So that will be the cheapest price probably, but if it's not active anymore, then other discounters are also a link down below so you can get it at the best price. Yeah, don't buy it full price. Number one on this list is a fragrance done by one of my favorite perfumers. This fragrance is incredibly strong. When I say incredibly strong, it is just monstrous performance, amazing longevity, and the scent profile, what can I say? It just seals my heart every time I smell it. It's such a good one. And for you guys who want a sexy full fragrance, this is full in a bottle. So good. It is Jacques Fath's Essential Collection, and it is Belle Ambre Parfum. I have talked about this fragrance last year and I still love it. I think it's such a good one. And with this amber fragrance, it's also got quite a strong vetiver in there, which makes it so much more interesting, gives it lightness. So it's not like, oh my gosh, so sweet and, you know, not wearable. It's a super wearable, like Parisian luxury gentleman sort of a scent. And as I said, this fragrance really smells so expensive, luxurious, and it's a full in a bottle for me. This I would imagine on a Parisian guy sitting at a cafe. It's September, it's fall time. There's a couple of gentlemen sitting at a cafe outdoors, drinking delicious coffee, maybe with a little bit of booziness in the coffee, because this has a bit of booziness in there too. It's a fine, gentlemanly scent that smells super attractive, but also refined, like a Parisian gentleman in my mind is. Let me know what is your number one current favorite for the fall and autumn season. Subscribe if you haven't already and press that notification bell so you get notified when I post next. I'm also on TikTok and on Instagram under the same username, so follow me on there if you want to just ask me questions or if you want to just keep up to date with me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.